What's up, y'all? I'm Quincy, and this is day 5 on the 30-day redesign challenge. Let me catch you up. I was laid off back in November from my amazing company called Dow Jones, the Wall Street Journal, and I've been looking for work ever since. I'm a designer, design manager, UI, UX, presentation, marketing, anything. So anyway, I've been submitting hundreds, if not thousands, of applications online to any company across the world. I haven't received one offer, 0 offers. So anyway, I want to do something that's going to challenge myself. So I'm on this redesign challenge, and I'm going to redesign somebody's website, mobile app, social media cards, market collateral, anything I can find of that company. But the caveat is I want to redesign a company who's rejected my application. So someone who says, Quince, we don't want you to work here, that's okay. I'm going to redesign something of yours. So let's get after it. Come on this journey. This is day 5. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. We're in my email, and I already know there's a company called ROKT who does not want my services. They just don't want them. So at this time, we decided to move forward to other candidates who have skills and experience that are more aligned with the needs of the specific role. All right, principal product designer. I think I'm a principal designer. Anyway, so let's get into it. I already been to the website. Let me just show you their website. Actually, yeah, this is the website. So, ROKT unlocked the transaction moment, transform the checkout experience, and drive sales by making each transaction relevant at the moment that matters most. So, a lot of websites use ROKT in their checkout experience, which produces a lot more sales, for that specific company. So, anyway, we're gonna get into it. I like the website, pretty inventive, pretty innovative. I love the kind of Instagram posts, essentially, going across. They're not Instagram posts. They're just showing, the percentage off for a customer, essentially. Their main color seems to be a very burgundy, deep red color. And a lot of companies that they have already helped, essentially. And the website's pretty good. It's not the best. A lot of things are going on. A lot of, things to look at, but we're not going to focus on their website today. We're actually going to focus on their handbook, their employee handbook. So we did a book yesterday, so we're going to do another book today. So their employee handbook, that's not it. Here it is, their employee handbook, and we're just going to focus on the cover. So if we look at this cover, essentially, our Rockstar, which is a pretty good run on words, Rockstar, because their company's called ROKT. So Rockstar handbook, and they have this this kind of emblem graphic mark going, which is pretty tremendous. We're going to utilize that in the design. So this is the cover for their handbook. So we're going to redesign their handbook, and we're going to make it a little bit more user friendly, a little bit more, speaking to the employee that's come on board, that's being onboarded. This is the first time him looking at something company-wide, essentially, probably aside from the benefit manual. So we're going to get into it. All right, you guys ready? Let's go. Let's go to Illustrator. And here we go. So fresh canvas, essentially. What are we going to do? So first, let's get their logo in here. So we'll get their logo. That's pretty large. Let's bring it back to, 5. Let's put it 5 for now. 5. That's large also. But let's just get that in here. And we're going to still use that word, play on words, Rockstar, essentially. I'm not too sure what their font they're using. I could look it up and I could find out what they're using. But we're not going to go there at this particular moment in time. We're going to bring in this. Hopefully it works. All right. So this SVG, let's get it. I don't need this panel open. Still logo. So this is that SVG that's going. And what I see essentially, is 2 different graphics. There's a graphic on top and there's a graphic on the bottom. And now these graphics are going to speak to the employee. And just so the employee understands and knows, that this is their manual, and they are a rock star. Without a doubt, they're a rock star. So let's get some text in. So ROKT, right? That's how they have it. No, they don't. So just checking. I have the manual up on the other screen. ROKT, no space, star. So we're gonna make this Roboto for now, right? Because it looks like it's a medium font. Let's make this a little large. So it's not. It's probably regular. Now we could. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about, because I mean we could spend a long time looking at fonts essentially. And I don't want to, but I'm just going to look really quick and see if I can spot, you know, their particular R is concerned. And actually, you know what, let me just do a really quick search. So, ROKT font, ROKT documentation, custom fonts, docs. Let's see. I'm just going to see if we can find their font really quick. Let's see. The font. No, it doesn't look like it. Really another quick search. Typeface. All right. Not seeing it. All right, so yeah, we're not doing that. All right, so that was a quick search. So let's go back here, and I'm just gonna look in. That's not even close. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack when you're trying to match up fonts. But we're not gonna essentially worry about that. So Rockstar. Do I want it capital? I think I want it to be, because that looks like Rockstar right there, and I know their logo is already capital. So do we really want to make it capital? No, let's just leave it. So Rockstar. And you know what, let's take that off screen for now. So what we're gonna do is we are going to get some photos in here. And I'm just doing this very quickly. So we got one side, and let's get the other side. All right, so now we have both sides. Under both sides, let's just make this gray for now. And we're gonna put this in the back, reverse, get it in the back, perfect. All right, so we got that in there, and I could already see some ghosted things in here. So let's go to Pexels. We're gonna grab some employees. Some peeps, we're gonna grab some peeps. People. Could be person. We want this person to look like they're having fun. Fun. I like it. That's pretty cool. Let me download them anyway. It's unique. It's quirky. It's pretty dope. I mean, it just looks like he's having fun. You know, that's what we want. This person, yeah. Let's take her. All right, we're gonna continue our photo finding mission. People, fun, office, fun, and look for photos is always a task. It's not the easiest thing, especially when you see so many photos. But you want it to be very natural, very realistic, not very gimmicky, cheesy, or corny, or just staged. You know, when you get staged photos, it's it's not just natural. You want it to speak to the person. You want the photos to speak to the person. And as I'm just looking through the photos, I'm looking for photos that are going to speak to a person, that are going to tell a story. Once they look at an image, like, wow, that's me. Like this man right here. He's just genuine funny. I'm just someone that's natural, someone that's not staged. And all these photos are pretty much staged, essentially. But there are photos on here that are just perfect, just align to what we're trying to do. And it's always just not easy. Long task. Here, let's bring in some of those photos that we found. First one of, I think we got enough of this dude here. Cheesing. My boy is cheese. Look at that cheese. He's cheesing. He's cheesing. All right, so let's just bring him down. 10. Let's see if he'll fit in this frame. Look at that. That's cool. Some mask. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Let's just move him around a little bit. We're gonna move my cheesy man down here just around. Let's bring him down some. That's dope. All right, so next, let's go. We need a group shot. You know, we got one person there. You know, we need a group shot, and I know we got a group shot of people. There we go. So group shot. Let's bring this down some. Let's go just 10 across, 10 width. We're gonna have to actually make it bigger. It's gotta be bigger. But now it depends on who are we capturing in the photo, right? Who are we capturing in the photo? Well, in the clippy mask, who are we capturing? Are we capturing people? That's an idea. What if we make that black and white, right? Kind of fades into the background, but I was seeing, you know, what we can move around and who we can see, essentially. I can't see them at the bottom, so I'm not sold. You know, two people with the same kind of hat? Nah, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. Let's see. And it's easy. Like, we could bring in a few photos, you know, but we want to tell a story with our cover, essentially. We don't just want to just plop just two photos on here, just call it a day, you know. That's not fun. You know, we're looking to have a little bit of fun out here. So that's cool, but I still want a group shot. You know, I got my boy down here, and he looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. Now I'm just going back to Pexels, looking for friends and fun. Tell you, finding photos is not easy. You know, I switched to Office because now I want an office. Not now. We always want an office environment, and we want an office environment that looks fun, that looks, you know, exciting, looks like the employees are doing something and having, you know, a ball doing it, but doing work and at the same time, but enjoying each other's company. So these are the type of photos that I'm looking for at this present moment in time. Not the easiest, but we're getting somewhere. It takes a long process sometimes, but it is part of the process. So at this point, I think I landed on a few photos, but as I work out the spacing and adjusting them, I'm realizing they just don't work. This is woman's elbow just peeking out. This photo, it's dropped down too far. There's too much space on top, and I can't get the images, the people to really align correctly. So I'm going to try to switch, you know, top to bottom, put my man on top, see if that works. But I really like him on the bottom. I think he really shines on the bottom, you know, and stands out, and he needs to be there. So, you know, just working it out, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. I'm back in Pexels, you know, and just looking for another image. And I'm seeing something, and I'm realizing if I get a vertical image much like that, it can work for the space because the space is pretty vertical and not, horizontal. So as you just keep working with an image and working with the space, you will understand and see where you need to be. And this is where I need to be. And I'm going to come back to Illustrator. I'm going to put in this woman and just adjust her, see if she works. And it's a vertical image, and it works pretty well. But there's another image that I want to try out to see if that works. But it's not going to work, this image here. And I'm pretty much satisfied on the previous image. All right, so we're going to take that out. Let's keep both of these going. I am going to, I should have just, yes, properties, no, it's just yes. Okay. All right, so, I mean, this looks a lot better, right? So, but what I want to do is, I'm not trying to overlap. I don't want to edit there. What I'm going to do is bring the opacity down a lot. So as I bring the opacity down, I'm going to start moving it around to get a feel on the space and feel on what I want to do. Do I want it to overlap? No, because I don't want to mess with their mark that much at all. I just wanted to highlight the image in the back, her face, and probably maybe frame her face in it, but I'm ruling against it, deciding again that, do I really need it? Does it really need to be there? Or does it need to be that dark? So I'm going to make the whole canvas dark and really understand, the relationship between the colors, white and the burgundy and the black. Work out the copy, which is the title of the handbook, the Rockstar Handbook, making this text smaller, aligning it to the left, essentially, where the R and the H line up perfectly. So it's a process. And now I'm going to turn, essentially just adjusting the drop shadow, but I'm going to turn this canvas white to see what it looks like. And I'm realizing that it's just too busy, too many things going on. So I'm going to really just try a few different colors to see if they work, but none of them I'm satisfied with. So I'm going to go back to the black. I'm going to turn the copy white, Rockstar Handbook white, adjust the logo, but we're getting somewhere. We're getting closer to our goal. All right, so back to the employee handbook. I'm going to make this, let's make it a lot bigger. I'm just going to continue to adjust the mark to see where it should go. And just working to moving it around, but realizing that if I move the mark around, I'm going to have to adjust all of the images too, because right now those images are on the plane of that mark. So let me bring the opacity back up to see what that looks like. And I like it. I like, the woman up at top and my man at the bottom. And now I'm just going to see how I can allow the copy to stand out. I like it. So you know what? Why don't we try something else, right? So let's turn this, make this a little bigger. Now, as I adjusted the handbook to go along the side, I like the layout of it. I believe on the left-hand side, it's working, actually hiding a little bit. It's working. I want to make it all caps. It just makes the whole thing just stand out more, but not satisfied with it on the left. I'm going to try it on the right and see what I think. And on the right, that's it right there. That's where it needs to be. Now I'm going to bring in Rockstar, kind of adjust it to the plane of that mark. Does it work? Does it not work? Do we want it caps? Do we not want it caps? Just trying to just seeing where it should be, where it feels natural for it to be. But I'm getting to the point where I don't like it. I'm adjusting it way too much. It's no, put the opacity down. So no, it's not going to work for me. So what I'm going to try to do is that the ROKT logo. What if I put Rockstar next to it? I know that's probably a company no-no. I know that for sure. But we're going to try it. I'm not going to like it. I'm just working out the shadow behind it. But we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. And here's that star. Going to put that star below that. I'm going to make it black. Essentially, I want it to align with that logo, top of the T, bottom of the T, essentially. So everything just aligns perfectly. Just working out spacing. Pretty much satisfied with it. Just going pixel, literally 0.002 pixel to 0.002 pixel, essentially. So it lines up evenly. Now I'm going to bring it back out. Nope, don't like it. Don't enjoy it. And it's probably against company policy anyway. So we're going to take that out. Put the logo at the top where it most likely should be. And we're going to put Rockstar down there. I'm going to make it white. All right. So we are now, and I know I'm not talking through this. I apologize. I'm going to bring this logo down a little bit. We already know, I mean, you get the employee handbook, right? So you already know what company you're with. All right. I think we're pretty much a wrap here. So it's a little different from, not a lot different from what they currently have. Let me just show you what they currently have. So let's desktop. So this is what they currently have. Right. This is what we created. Now I'm not necessarily satisfied. I have the handbook, what it looks like at this very moment on the right. And I'm just working out, just making sure that ROKT.com is there. I'm going to make sure it aligns to the left, aligns left with the logo at the top, make it white, stand back, look at it. I mean, it's nice. It's very nice. The cover's very nice, but I'm not satisfied. Let me duplicate it. And I want to try something else. I want to try the top portion to be black, dark. And I'm going to make the logo on top white. I'm going to bring in that white logo. Actually, I'm going to trace it out because I couldn't find one. I'm going to trace it out, adjust it, make it white, make it smaller. Just waiting for it to expand and trace out. And now I have it perfect. Gonna make it white, drag it to the top, make sure it's at the same size. That's looking sexy. Like it's sexy, like Lexi. Where should I put Rockstar? Should I have it there? But no, I'm not satisfied. I want it to be at the top. I want that white logo to be at the top, essentially. Or do I? Rockstar, adjusting it, seeing where it should be. No. I mean, I tried this before. It didn't work. Just trying it again, see if I get a feel for it. I don't get a feel for it at all. But I'm going to bring that logo. So now I'm going to just move it around. Rockstar at the top, the ROKT at the bottom, align it to the left, and good. All right, so we have two different covers for our handbooks. We have something a little cleaner, with 2 employees, and then we have something a little bit more funky. A little funky with the black going. I know black's probably not a brand color, but it is a color. So, pretty unique things going on in here. All right, we're done. We are DONE, done. And I'm going to present both designs over here. Over here. Yeah, I gotcha. So we got two separate designs for the employee handbook is concerned. And we're gonna present these.